Our publishing company is called Holland-Brown Books, and the first work that we published was actually a novel that was written by an artist friend of Gill's, and Gill thought that it would make a great movie. And so one of the first steps of turning it into a screenplay we thought would be turning it into a book and getting a little bit of following alongside of that. And that's when we started looking into children's books. And we published Louisville Counts and L is for Louisville, and that has sort of grown into several other cities as a fundraising initiative for different children's charities. The Louisville children's books benefit Art Sparks at the Speed Art Museum, which is the children's wing at the museum. We recently published Nashville Counts, which benefits Hands on Nashville, in particular their flood relief efforts after the devastating flood last May. Kids is an initiative from the Baltimore City Orchestra, which gives inner city children an opportunity to be trained in classical music. We initially made the connection with the charity here in Louisville, Art Sparks, just because it's such a big part of our community and it's such an obvious connection with kids and initiatives for children. Our connection with Kids for Baltimore Counts came as part of a connection that the author, Scott Dowd, had with that organization, and so that was just born out of her connection there. And then the same thing with Nashville Counts. The authors grew up in Nashville and obviously have a big connection to that city, and after the flood in May of last year, they wanted to do something to benefit the city. In L is for Louisville, we used 26 Louisville-based artists to create the work. We run a contemporary art gallery out of our building, which enabled us with all these great base relationships with all sorts of great artists in the city. And so that's sort of how we made those connections. Frankly, there's such a great art scene here in Louisville that we were certainly not lacking in trying to find great contributions to the books. We put out L is for Louisville, Baltimore Counts, and Nashville Counts, which for a super small publishing company like we are is a very busy production schedule. So this year we're taking a little bit of a break and stepping back, and then hopefully we'll launch more children's books in 2012. You can find all of our titles at www.hollandbrownbooks.com.